Hi, I'm Jason. If you've ever thought about selling wall art on Etsy but didn't want to deal with buying inventory, printing artwork yourself, packaging orders, or shipping products all over the world, then this tutorial is for you. The good news is you don't have to do any of those things. Instead, you can use a print-on-demand platform called Gelato to automatically print and ship your wall art whenever someone places an order on Etsy. That means that you can focus on creating great designs while Gelato handles the printing and fulfillment. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you exactly how the process works from beginning to end. Here's what we'll be covering. First, I'll be showing you how to create your wall art on different platforms. Then I'll be showing you how to upload your wall art onto Gelato. And I'll be showing you how to connect your Etsy store to Gelato, and then I'll be showing you how to publish your first product onto Etsy. And I'll also be talking about how to make money and also a few mistakes I would recommend you avoid as a beginner. I've also included a link in the pinned comment and description to Gelato that you can use to sign up and follow along for completely free. So let's dive in. Before we open Gelato, let's understand how this business actually works. Many beginners think they need to create artwork, print it, store it, package it, ship it, and handle inventory. Fortunately, that's no longer the case. With print on demand, instead your workflow looks like this. You create artwork, upload it to Gelato, connect Etsy. Gelato prints the artwork once someone has placed an order, Gelato packages it, and Gelato ships it directly to your customer. You never have to keep shelves full of inventory. You don't need boxes, you don't need shipping labels, and you don't even need a printer. Gelato only produces the artwork after someone buys it. That's one of the reasons print on demand has become so popular. Now let's discuss what kind of artwork sells on Etsy. Before creating random artwork, let's talk about what people are actually buying. Instead of creating artwork for everyone, focus on one niche. For example, you could focus on minimalist wall art, or you could focus on botanical prints. You can also focus on abstract art, boho decor, coastal wall art, farmhouse decor, nursery prints, kitchen wall art, office wall art, motivational quotes, black and white photography, travel photography, vintage posters, pet portraits. Instead of opening a shop with 100 completely different designs, it's often easier to build a collection. For example, modern botanical collection with leaf print 1, leaf print 2, leaf print 3, and leaf print 4. Customers often purchase matching artwork as a set. Now let me show you how to create your artwork. Now let's create the artwork. You can use almost any design software you're comfortable with. You could use Canva. You can also use Adobe Illustrator. You could use, for example, Photoshop, or you can use Affinity Design, or you can also choose to use Procreate or AI image generators if you have the appropriate commercial rights to use the images. Whatever software you use, make sure you're exporting a high quality image suitable for printing, and you want to avoid downloading low resolution images from social media because they'll likely look blurry when printed. If you're creating wall art with text, be sure to zoom in carefully to make sure everything is sharp before exporting. And for beginners, I'd recommend starting with 1 or 2 simple designs instead of trying to launch 50 products on day 1. Quality almost always beats quantity. For this example, the platform that I was using is Canva. So I simply went onto Canva, and you can see the prompt that I typed in right here. So I asked it to create a minimalist wall art with a Jamaican flair, and you can see what it suggested. After it suggested it, all I need to do is simply tap on the pencil, and from there I can edit it. And with Canva, you can get started for completely free. So I went onto Canva, select Canva AI from the left-hand menu option, and I simply type in the prompt of what I want. Once I've done that, I can tap on the pencil, and from here I could customize it to my liking. So you could go over to the left-hand menu option, and you could tap on text, and you could add text. You could also select elements, and you could add elements, or you can select generate, and you'll be able to generate different elements using the AI. Once you're finished and it is to your liking, you'll just select share in the top left-hand corner. You'll select share in the top right-hand corner. Then you're going to select download, and from here you can download it. And you can see a second wall art right here, how it looks. and I could select share, and then I could download it just like that. Now after you have done that, the next thing you'll need to do is create your Gelato account. I've left a link in the pinned comment and description that you can use to sign up for completely free. Once you have created your Gelato account, you'll be redirected to a dashboard just like this. So there are a few things that I want you to notice. For example, you have the stores section, you have the orders section, you have the product catalog, and you also have your templates that you can see right here, and the basic settings that you can also use to edit. The nice thing is you can start with a free account and you only pay for products when customers actually place orders. That makes it easier to test your ideas without investing heavily upfront. Now let's connect Etsy. Once you're inside Gelato, you're just going to select stores from the left-hand menu option. Then you're going to see Etsy right here and you're going to tap on connect. After you have selected connect, you'll be redirected to a new page. On this new page, you'll be able to sign into your Etsy account as you can see right there. Once you're connected, your Etsy shop will appear inside Gelato. From this point forward, the two platforms can work together. So whenever someone buys one of your connected products on Etsy, the order can automatically be sent to Gelato for production and fulfillment. This automation is what saves so much time compared to manually placing every order yourself. Now let's create our product. So what we're going to do is once you have created your store, you're going to go over to the left-hand menu option and you're going to select product catalog. After you have selected product catalog, what I want you to do is below wall art, you're going to tap right here. After you have selected wall art, you'll see several product options you can choose from. For example, you'll see posters and you'll see different framed posters. You'll see framed canvas, fine art prints. For this tutorial, let's start with a framed poster. So you're going to select poster right here. And I will select, for example, wooden frame posters. After you have done that, you can see different options that you can choose from, as you can see right here. So let's say, for example, I were to select this option. After you have done that, what I recommend that you do next is you're going to upload your design. So to upload your design, you're going to simply scroll down and you're going to see the option add to store. After you have selected add to store, I'm just going to select my Etsy store. Then I'll be redirected to the editor page. Once on the editor page, you'll now be able to select the sizes that you would like to add your wall art on. So for beginners, I wouldn't recommend that you use every available size. Instead, pick 3 popular sizes. For example, you can select small, medium, and large. So for this example, I have the small selected already. So I could select a medium size, let's say for example 8 by 12. Then I could select a large size right here. So keeping your options simple makes it easier for customers to choose. So after you have selected the 3 sizes as you can see right there, you can choose the frame color. You have different options you can choose from, and it is now time to add your design. So you can simply upload your design right here. You could select files section and you'll be able to tap on choose file and you can upload your design. So let's say for example, say the design that I want to use for this example is this one. So I'm just going to go back and I'm going to tap on share right here and I'm going to download it. So I'll select download and I'll select download right there. Once it has been downloaded, I'm going to go back into and I'm just going to drag and place the download as you can see right there. Once you have added your design, you'll see how it looks on the right hand column. So you can see that the design has been added. Now we're going to tap on continue to mockups. After you have selected continue to mockups, you'll be redirected to this page. From here, you'll be able to choose your mockups. And as you can see, you can choose your mockup in different areas of the house. For example, you can select close up. You can see how it will look in the kitchen, lobby, home office, living room, bedroom, and also kids room and also the teen room. You have numerous options that you can choose from, or you could choose to upload your own mockup if you want. And by the way, a few of these mockups, as you can see right here, you'll need to go onto the premium plan to access it, and the premium plan is a good investment. But if you want to stick to only the free options, you could select free right there, and then from there you can choose the different mockups. As you can see right here, you are given different options that you can choose from on the free plan, so you can select whichever one of these mockups you like. Once you're finished, you're just going to select continue to details in the top right hand corner. After you have done that, you will now be able to edit the title. So you can tap right here and you'll be able to customize your title. Your title shouldn't simply say beautiful wall art. Instead, describe exactly what you're selling. For example, minimalist botanical wall art print, framed green leaf poster, modern living room decor. Notice how the title naturally includes keywords buyers may search for. Now you want to write your description. So include what the artwork is, where it fits, available sizes, frame options, materials, production time, shipping information, color disclaimer, care instructions. The more questions you answer upfront, the fewer customer messages you'll receive later. After you have done this, you'll tap on continue to prices, and this is where you'll be able to set your price. Now, every sale has several costs. First, you have to think about what the customer pays. Gelato charges production, shipping costs, Etsy fees, payment processing, and then your profit. For example, if your product costs $20 to produce, shipping costs $8, and Etsy fee totals around $6, and you sell it for $55, your estimated profit before taxes would be around $21. Your numbers will vary depending on product, size, shipping destination, Gelato pricing, and Etsy fees, as you can see right here. So this is where you'll be able to set your price. And what I would recommend you do is simply go onto Etsy, and from there you can see the cost that, or better yet, you can see the price that other sellers are selling similar products to you for. So you can check out their pricing, and then from there you can estimate yours. After you're finished setting up the pricing, you're going to simply tap on continue to review. Once you have selected continue to review, from here you'll be able to do your final revision of the products before you publish it. Once everything is to your liking, you're just going to select publish in the top right hand corner, and Gelato sends the listing to Etsy. Now your product is live, so you're just going to select publish right here, and your product is now live. And you can see right there, it is now being pushed to Etsy. And you can see, congratulations, you published 5 products. Gelato sends the listing to Etsy. Now your product is live. Once you have uploaded the product, you can select it. And then from there, you can give it a view and you can see how it looks right there. And if it is a case that you like to, for example, edit the mockups or edit the designs, you can also do that after you have uploaded it. Now you're going to go back into Etsy and you're going to complete your sign up. So you can, from here, you can choose your shop name. You can also select how you'll get paid, and you can fill in your information right here. And by the way, to access this information once on Etsy, so if I were to go back, all you'll need to do is simply tap right where you see the house icon right here, shop manager. And from there, you'll be able to create all of this information and customize it just like that. So you'll be able to set up that information. Now let's quickly talk about how to grow your Etsy shop. As many beginners think success comes from launching hundreds of products immediately. Instead, I'd recommend that you focus on consistency. For example, week 1, 10 botanical prints, week 2, 10 abstract prints, week 3, 10 kitchen prints, week 4, 10 nursery prints, and over time your shop becomes much larger while staying organized. You should also create matching collections because buyers often purchase multiple coordinated prints. And that's it. So that's how you can sell physical wall art on Etsy using Gelato without keeping inventory at home. Instead of worrying about printing, packaging, and shipping every order yourself, you can build a workflow where you create the artwork once, connect your Etsy shop, and let Gelato handle the fulfillment whenever a customer places an order. It's one of the easiest ways for artists, photographers, designers, and creators to start selling physical products online without investing in inventory upfront. If you'd like to try Gelato for yourself, I've included a link in the description and pinned comment where you can create an account and explore the available wall art products. And if you'd like more tutorials covering Etsy, print-on-demand businesses, and Gelato, be sure to subscribe because I've got plenty more coming. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.